Welcome back, Shipmate Squad. Today we're going to be talking about some confusing terms in the industry. LTL, FTL, and Parcel. We're going to talk about how these are different, what they mean, and how you use them. So guys, with online selling, logistics, shipping, there's a lot of acronyms thrown around and there's a lot of different terms related to shipping that I think it's important for sellers to understand when they are talking about ways of moving goods cheaply and effectively. This video is all about explaining those acronyms and telling you how they can benefit your business. So guys, let's get started. FTL is a term you might have heard, and it stands for full truck load. So this one is obvious. It's pretty self-explanatory based on the name, and that is you use the term FTL when you are shipping an entire truck of goods from one location to another. So with FTL, the entire truck is devoted towards your goods and your business, and it's not intermixed with anybody else's products or any other shipments. Think of it like having your own private jet that's not going to make any sort of, layovers or stops, and it's going to be a direct flight on this private jet. So that's what I want you to think of when you hear the term FTL. FTL is really good when you're shipping a lot of a product because you want to fill most of the truck. It doesn't really make sense to, only put a couple pallets if you're booking a full truck. Or if you're trying to get from one location to another location quickly without any interruptions. So these are where you're going to want to look at FTL as an option. One of the times when you might use FTL is if you have a large order for a particular store and you're trying to ship a large quantity to that particular retailer. So let's say I have an order that's going to some retail chain, but I'm sending it to their distribution center. So I might want to load that whole truck up with tons of product and send it to that distribution center. The next thing we're going to explain here is what LTL means. So LTL means less than truckload. So you're going to be doing LTL whenever you're shipping pallets, but you're not filling the whole truck. So your pallets are going to get intermingled with other people's pallets, and that truck's going to make multiple stops as it travels across the country. So if you've ever done Amazon FBA and you've been shipping in bulk, a lot of times LTL is how you're going to ship your products, especially if you have access to a dock and you have the ability to palletize your loads. LTL is very cost efficient. It's not quite as cheap as FTL if you can fill the whole truck, but it's going to give you a lot of cost savings over shipping individual parcels. So this is a great option for you to ship bulk product if you have the capability to do so. One of the things to keep in mind with both FTL and LTL is that if you don't have a dock, you may have to pay a separate liftgate charge. And some companies have other surcharges that you should be aware of when you are getting a quote. So, you want to keep in mind if you don't have a dock, you're going to be paying for that liftgate. So, you want to keep this in mind when you're doing your calculations between whether you want to ship LTL or whether you want to ship Parcel. LTL, a good example of using that, like I said, is Amazon FBA. Let's say I'm trying to send a couple different pallets to a couple different Amazon warehouses. I can schedule a couple pallet pickups through Amazon. The truck shows up. I load 3 pallets on this truck, 2 pallets on that truck, a pallet on that truck, and all my merchandise arrives to the Amazon facility along with a bunch of other people's merchandise. So my merchandise is intermingled with other people's on that truck. Finally, the last kind of shipping method we're going to be talking about is Parcel. So Parcel is when you're shipping individual boxes. Now, sometimes you can get a discount if you're shipping multiple boxes on the same truck with the same carrier. And, they'll give you a discount once you're shipping 5, 10, 15 boxes. It really matters based on your deal with the carrier and, what their minimums are and their standards. But a lot of times, you can ship multiple cases, multiple packages. Parcel is really good if you're just trying to ship a couple cases or even an individual item to somebody. We do a lot of parcel shipments here at Shipmate, Sometimes we have customers that want to send off one case to a customer, or they want us to fulfill an e-commerce order for one unit of their product. So Parcel plays a really integral role to any e-commerce company, and it's going to be a large bulk of what you are doing if you're not outsourcing to a fulfillment center or Amazon FBA. One of the benefits of Parcel is that it can get really granular. You can send one unit to this person, one unit to that person, case to that person, and you can really chop things up without having to have much volume. So the biggest drawback here is with Parcel, since it's a smaller volume, it's a smaller amount, you're going to pay a lot more. So to ship the same amount of volume that you could ship LTL for a couple $100, you might only be able to ship a couple cases. So you're going to want to make sure that you're utilizing all three of these methods when it's applicable based on the size of the load that you are transporting. So guys, I hope you have a better understanding of what these terms mean. Really quickly, I just want to go over what a freight broker is. So that way you guys understand what a freight broker is and how they can benefit you. As an online seller, you can call a trucking company, you can call a carrier, you can have them come pick up that good, and you can pay them whatever their price is. But when you work with a freight broker, so what a freight broker can do is they can shop multiple rates with multiple different carriers and trucking providers to get you the best rate possible. Now, usually they mark that rate up a little bit and collect a small fee, but you can save a lot of money and a lot of time by using a freight broker who it's their specialty to research these rates and make sure you're getting a good deal. But if you're able to do it in-house, you can save yourself some money if you're able to research multiple carriers. So guys, it's really up to you what you prefer to do, but I just want to throw out a little tidbit out there about freight brokers and why some people use them. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you give us a like and a subscribe. And we're always trying to throw out topics that you'll find useful and interesting. If you have any suggestions, please put them down below in the comments. We love to hear from our viewers. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.